stimulants are not allowed inside the stadium. The NCAA hopes you enjoy today's games. While cheering on your team, if you choose to drink, please drink responsibly. Having planned to get home safely using the designated driver.
All right, what's up, guys? Jacob Seus, 5 News Sports Director here. We are just about, we are just a little under an hour, 7:24 Central Time, until tip between Arkansas and Baylor. Elite 8 matchup should be so much fun tonight at Lucas Oil Stadium. First time Arkansas has been in the Elite 8 in over 25 years, so it's certainly been a while. I know most of you have been waiting your whole life to see a moment like this. So I just want to run through some last-minute preview stuff for you. I know it's a late tip, so I want to make sure you guys are all set for first tip tonight between the Razorbacks and the Bears. So obviously these two used to play a lot in the old Southwest Conference. It's their first time meeting, though, in quite a little bit. Arkansas, they've actually been favorites in their first 3 games of the tournament: Colgate, Texas Tech, and Oral Roberts. Teams they should have and teams that they did beat. Tonight, the first time in a while that Arkansas is not the favorite to win the game. The last I checked, Vegas has them as 8-point underdogs. So they think Baylor's going to win this game by a pretty big margin, but trust me, I know more than anyone. March basketball, anyone can win any game this time of year, especially when it gets down to the Sweet 16 Elite 8, and this Razorback team is hot. They have as good a chance as any to beat Baylor tonight, but they have to play better than they did the last 3 games. Last game, they barely scraped past Oral Roberts by their teeth. Oral Roberts played a very good game. They shot the ball really well, but Arkansas needs to come out of the gates a lot better, shooting a lot better, more aggressive on defense, and I know that's something Eric Musselman is really going to preach to his team coming into tonight's game, because the first 3 games in this tournament, they were down by 10 points or more at some point every single game, and they came back to win every single game. If you go down 10 points or so to Baylor, not 100% sure you're coming back from that one. They need to come out of the gates aggressive. They need to come out shooting the ball well and keep Baylor on their toes. This is a game where you'd like to think the pressure is on Baylor. They're the 1 seed in the South region. Arkansas is the 3 seed. Baylor's 25-2 on the season. They've only lost twice. The pressure is on them. They're the heavy favorites in this one. Arkansas is kind of playing with house money up at this point. So they should come into this game feeling loose, feeling ready, knowing that an Elite 8 loss, no one's going to be upset. No one should be disappointed with a loss tonight. It's been a phenomenal season for this team, especially under the second year of Eric Musselman, especially with all the COVID craziness that we had this season. But it's house money. They win tonight. They are going to the Final Four with no pressure on them. They can do just about anything from this point. Arkansas is going to need pretty much contributions from all across the board. Devo Davis, Jalen Tate, Justin Smith, Moses Moody. Jalen Tate was obviously the offensive player of the game last game. 22 points. He led the team. You had Devo Davis, who hit that shot with 3 seconds left. But you need Moses Moody to come out of that offensive funk. Last game, in the first half, he was pretty much non-existent. The second half, he was a lot better. He had 10 points. But you need him right out of the gates. You need him to take charge, to be the catalyst on that offense. And then you need everyone else just to follow suit. You need Desi Sills to come off the bench and be sharp. This is a game where Arkansas cannot fail to play their best game of the year, and I think they know that. Devo Davis said in his media availability yesterday, this team has a lot left in the tank, and I think they really truly believe that. They haven't played their best yet in this tournament, and they've still managed to get all the way to the Elite 8. So what can they do playing their best basketball? I'm going to step out of the shot real quick. I don't know how well you guys can see, but that's Lucas Oil Stadium behind me. It's the home of the Indianapolis Colts. Houston and Oregon State currently playing right now on one of the courts at Lucas Oil Stadium. Houston's winning pretty bad, so they'll be on to the Final Four. Arkansas also looking to clinch that spot tonight in the Final Four, and I've had a lot of fun on this trip so far. Indianapolis is a great city, but I'm not trying to go home anytime soon. I would love to see Arkansas in the Final Four, as would the rest of you. Eric Musselman has actually never coached in the Final Four. He's made it as far as the Sweet 16 when he was at Nevada, but this is going to be a first for him as well. Baylor, obviously, if you're a college basketball fan, you know that Baylor is in this position almost every year. Baylor. They are always one of the top teams in college basketball, so they do come in with a little more experience. Not one player either on that Arkansas roster has ever played this far in the tournament, so it should be a fun one tonight. The guys just need to go out and have fun and enjoy the moment and play their best basketball, and they can easily come out with a win tonight. They are more than capable of it. I want you guys to drop your score predictions in the comments right now. Let me know what you think the final is going to be. I know it's a late tip. I know a lot of you aren't pleased. 8:57 back at home in Arkansas, 9:57 here in Indianapolis, but trust me, staying up is totally worth it. You can sleep, tomorrow after work or this weekend. This is, it hasn't happened in 25 years that Arkansas has been in the Elite Eight. So this is really a big stuff. You're going to want to stay up and watch. It's right on Channel 5. After the game, we're going to have all your post-game coverage. We're going to have your highlights, You're going to hear from us, all the players, on whether or not Arkansas wins or loses, if their journey continues in this tournament. But either way, you're going to want to stay up. You're going to want to take in this moment. Keep your kids up if you can. Let them enjoy this moment. Arkansas in the Elite Eight, it does not happen every year. And like I said, I really think they do have a chance to play well in this game and possibly come out with a victory. Baylor is a very aggressive team. They're going to look to force turnovers, and Eric Musselman knows that. He knows how to game plan well, and with only one day of preparation for both teams, they are coming in on pretty even sides of the scale. Neither team really had a lot of time to prepare for one another, so I would expect the first couple of minutes are going to go slow, maybe not a lot of points. Both teams are really going to try and feel each other out, see the type of game they're going to play, and then after that, it's really going to be full throttle down as Arkansas really tries to take advantage. The key for Arkansas, in my opinion, is just going to be staying in the game. You don't have to be leading, nothing crazy, but just don't fall behind. Stay within 4, 5, 6 points the entire game. Then you can make a run at any point during the second half. Just stay in it. Keep going with Baylor, keep riding with them until the end of the game, and then make your moves. We know this team is very capable of making those late-game moves. We saw it against Oral Roberts. They led for very little of that game, and they still came out with a victory. It should be a lot of fun tonight here at Lucas Oil Stadium. I am excited. You guys should be excited. Again, Channel 5 is where you're going to want to be. 8:57 tip, and then after that, stick with us. 5 News at 10 late edition. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be all hogs, highlights, players, live reaction. You're not going to want to miss it, but I'll give you guys time now. Get those snacks ready. Get those chips out. Get everything else out of the way. It's almost game time. Arkansas and Baylor, Elite Eight, should be a lot of fun tonight. But you guys enjoy the game, and go Hogs.